Hello guys! Time for yet another episode of Shatterheart. I have been doing some more off-screen work on this room here because I want it ready to at least receive some visitors by the time we open up the portal. And I've noticed a few shortcomings. But first, let's go back up here because I did a little bit of work. What did I do? I made it so there is black wool and glowstone that gets triggered. Where's it going, you little buddy? And it goes back into place also back there. It was a little bit of work. I'll go up here for a moment so you can see the amount of redstone and shit involved. Getting the timing was a little bit tricky. But it's nice besides the side. It isn't too bulky. I have yet to get rid of all the extra scaffolding I made with cobblestone. But I'm not doing that quite yet because after I get prismarine I want to replace the glowstone with prismarine lanterns. Sea lanterns I think they're called. Because I think the white color would look better than the stupid glowstone. I don't like the look of the glowstone, but this is the most friendly way to do it. Now I could show you guys how it is all wired over here, but it is a mess. So just to show you the biggest part of my troubles. Where the hell do I go? Wait, up here. This is the right spot after all. I think I can go back here. Can't I? God dang it. I thought I had a safe way up here. Turns out I do not. This should work. Would have been easier to just go into the stronghold and then go back outside. Okay, that would definitely be easier. I'm getting turned around to my own base! No! Seriously? What the fuck am I doing? It is on top of here. I made a little schematic to show you guys the basic mechanism and how I got it working. Because it stumped me for a while. Basically, this thing in a bigger format, it just slides left and right like this. The trick is, this is the traditional end gate. I can remove this. This is traditional end gate. I put one input in a little bit slower than the other, which basically makes the resulting pulse resulting signal a little bit shorter than it would otherwise be, thus allowing time for the other piston to retract. I think I've got slightly different timings on both, but it's a pain to see because I used a different end mechanism, because this one was too bulky for my taste. I mean, it isn't that big, but I preferred this method over here. That and it was a good excuse to learn about comparators, which I have never used before. But yet, it basically works on the same signal, same kind of principle I guess. Input, output. One is a little bit slower than the other, and because of the subtraction mode it gives a full 15 strong signal. I wouldn't be able to duplicate it really, but that's what the wiki is for. Well, I was able to duplicate it, but I can't tell you the exact theory behind it. I'm still learning. And that in a bigger format is over here. In addition, I put in a little bit of slime block stuff and some crazy machinery that goes all the way out here. Because no matter what I did, this stupid piston right over here kept getting triggered by redstone. I had to do some weird stunts to get away from it, while also respecting the slime blocks here. Which, I might add, is a little bit of a problem. Because we have triggered it just now and this is not how it actually looks like right now. This is a visual glitch. So let's log off. Let's get back in. And here we are. This is the way it looks. The only problem is, but it is not a problem for us, is that the piston that has the wool on it does not seem to properly retract. Maybe it's because there is stray power there or something, I don't know. It isn't too big of a problem for us because I was able to move the pistons in such a place that you could just work around it and not worry about it. So everything does work fine, except this area with the wool and with the pistons, it gets screwed up. This one for real, and the rest is just a visual glitch, but we never come back here, so it shouldn't matter too much. So, back to the actual thing that I wanted to do. I have been experimenting on the left and the right side here. The left side is basically the old situation, mostly lit up. These two blocks here are my prime troublemakers at present. These are both at 11. with the existing lighting. And these stupid pumpkins. But getting these 11s up to 12 is going to be a serious pain in the arse. And I don't want to add too many extra lanterns or extra torches, because I've committed to the entire dynamical thing, even though it's not going to be too useful anymore once the portal is there. Anyway, problem is, how am I going to do that? I think I settled on the following design. That I put a lantern over here, put a lantern over here, because this one is 15, the one in front of it is 14, 13, means that this one is 12, and this one is 14. So it means it is properly lit up, and with this one on the corner it's also properly balanced, I guess. Which is okay enough. I can probably trigger it somehow. I'm not exactly sure how I am going to trigger the lighting here, but I think this is going to be the places where the final lanterns are going to be. That leaves only one more problem. This stupid fucking lantern. That may be this area here. How am I going to tackle that? Well, my primary thought was, I don't really like the way the staircase is. The staircase, the stupid spawner is in the way. There's no other way to really explain it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move the staircase backwards a little bit, and then I'll see how that goes. But I'll do that in a minute, because my pick is almost broken. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so let's go move the staircase backwards a little bit. Let's see how it ends up looking. I have no clue what I'm going to expect from this, but experiments are fun. Just realized I'm going to have to get an extra staircase. I might actually change the entire material here, but for presently I still like the highlight I've got going here, so I'll just put you here for now. Not that it fixes the problem right now, but it's just to clarify that, hey, that spot is taken. Don't I have one of these? Let's use this guy. Okay. So now it looks like this. Can we still easily go in? This works. It works, but I don't really like the final look of it. Oh, hello. Stop scaring me. Something is not properly lit up. Was to be expected. Let's look at the light levels. This guy, on where I'm standing, still has light level 11. Shit. I can't put you anywhere. This doesn't help because this one is one shorter. This doesn't work. Great. This is surprisingly more difficult than I imagined. I guess I may have to come back because you'll see me back once I figure it out. Yep. That's better footage anyway. Time for just a little bit of an update. I've done some searching and I decided to go with ShutUpBrick. And you might be thinking, longa, there are going to be silverfish inside of this. Well, my hope is not, because these are all slabs. See? Slabs. Hopefully they cannot penetrate that. If they can, then I might switch it to quartz or so, but I wanted to leave at least a little part of the original room in its original color scheme, so that's why I did it like this. Chose to go with the nether brick in the middle, just to hide the spawner a little bit, because it fits in better that way. I think it looks pretty neat on its own. Makes it feel a little bit more customized. And the most egregious thing, is that the right word? I don't know. Is that I decided to put some iron fences here, or iron bars or what they're called, sorry, to make it sort of suspended from mid-air. I think that would be a nice thing to go with, especially with combined with torches here. I should be able to configure it down here so that these are getting lit up and unlit depending on the needs of my situation. So these are going to be lanterns. And I've idled here a little bit and I haven't had any silverfish spawn since I made like this. For a moment I thought I could fall in there. But I haven't had any silverfish spawn for a while, which is very promising. So yeah, only problem is this thing. I don't want to put a lantern down here. And I don't want to put a lantern down here, but these are the only viable alternatives to dealing with the problem of there not being enough light at this spot. This spot and this spot. Because 15, 14, 13, 12. Oh wait, this one does have it. It's just this one that otherwise suffers. Because this one is going to be 14, 13, 12. This is going to be 11. So that is basically a problem. I think I'll go with the bottom one, but I just don't like the lanterns on the floor all next to each other. I made so much effort to make it nice and round over here that I don't think I can get away with it, because even though I can walk under it, it is just too fucking bulky. It's too bulky, man, seriously. Because this one is 14, 13, 12, 12, sorry, this is 12. So yeah, that makes sure it's lit up properly, because we need that light level 12 everywhere in the spawning range of that thing. So I think the bottom one is what I'm going to go with, so I'll get rid of this one up here. Because I think it looks best, and if you people disagree, well, just let me know. I might change it back, who knows. But I think this looks nice, it looks neat, it looks big. And eventually it will look totally perfect. But for now, I'm going to see if I can make actual lanterns out of this and hook it up. Well, fuck me! This little one just spawned, right as I want to start. Okay, let's see if we can figure out where the problem is with this. Not over here. Oh, bless me. I'm not seeing where it is failing to be 12, to be honest. Is it over here? I wonder, does a torch override the light level? I don't think it does, but let's make sure. Nope. So it's not spawning in the torch here. Where the hell is that thing spawning? Still looking at the light level to see where it dips below 12, but everything is above 12, which is pissing me off. This is all 12 so far, and I'm not blocking any blocks. It can't be this spot, because that is properly lit up. Everything here, this row here should be properly lit up. Okay, I saw kind of where you came from this time. Oh, I need to eat. Whoops, I need to eat. I'm very unwisely going without armor again. I've lost so many tools already doing that. No, you're not spawning inside of these either. So where the fuck are you spawning, friend? Can silverfish spawn inside stairs? Seriously? If they can, then that's going to piss me off something fierce. I'll have to look that up. Maybe, just maybe I fixed it. I figured out that over here, like 1 or 2 blocks in front of this, there was a few 11 spots, so I put lights in the wall. It's not the neatest solution, because I also have to put that one down there still. But I think that may have fixed the issue, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm still afraid that they might be spawning in here, but every time I seem to idle to wait for them to spawn, it just doesn't happen. So I'm really hoping that right now, as I'm talking, one will spawn right in front of my face. And it will be like, haha, told you. You guys need to go. See, there he came. The moment I walk away. The moment I walk away and I cannot see where the fuck this shit is spawning. There is some level 11 shit going on somewhere still. Not exactly sure where. Over there. I think that's out of range, right? Oh, screw it, I can just put this one here. Put this one here. Kill the stupid thing. Where are you? I'm playing it safe today. Seriously, you need to go. I'm getting tired of you. Slimes everywhere, man. Slimes everywhere. He most definitely came down these stairs. And I don't see any other places that I may have missed lighting wise. So I think the stairs are the culprit. Fucking shit. I'll have to think about what to do about those, I guess. God dang it. Maybe ladders? Maybe ladders. Who knows? I finally found the area that is and has been killing me. Holy crap. This little block occupies a space that is still at 11. I don't know how I managed to miss it. It took me ages of figuring it out. Regardless, I think I finally got it covered. But I still haven't done any work on that. But I'm going to have to think on how to tackle this best. Because even if I have these stupid lamps over here, this is not a permanent solution. I need to figure out how to deal with this. And it doesn't make me happy whatsoever. Because I really thought I covered it. I may have to do the ceiling area after all. But the closest place that will light up this particular block is over here. So then you're back to the old problem of, hey, I'm going to bump my head every single time. And I'm not particularly in the mood for that. It just looks ugly. I'll have to think about it. And I think I have completed the entire remodeling at long last. Let's go have a look. I decided to go with this pattern, the inverse of what I've got here. I think it makes the nice lines come through, and it's also a nice reference beacon compared to the simpler single line. And here this stands out more, so it works nice. This is flush with the ground here. I managed to do all of these torches, but there is sadly a couple of problems. Because of these stupid lamps over here, I can't put, especially this one, I can't put the torch under here to have it under here. So the next best thing was to put it on the wall here. Because I can't put it here either, the powering, because of the lava. So next best thing is to put it here, but then I have to use it here, and the best other option I had is to put a stair here to cover up the torch that's behind it. I'm not happy with the solution, but I just can't think of anything better to do. Same on the other side, of course. This one was pretty simple. Just a single redstone dust and a pillar of torches, and it worked out. This one is a little bit messier. Especially because this... I basically used a single torch to make this come through, because the same problem as over there. These stupid lamps. They get in the way, because torches, they don't only power upwards, they also power sidewards. So if I put a torch underneath here, this guy will also get powered. Or if I put it under here, this guy will also get powered. It just doesn't work. And of course, if... That's the other problem that I have with my current solution, but I think this will work. The fact that these things are over here and lit and shit, or lit and shit, blah 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 blah. The fact that these guys are going to power the block underneath them means these lights are always going to be on, despite the chain of repeaters I've got going under here. There isn't much I can do about it. Let me show you. See, these guys are powered, which means these work, but I need these to make sure these guys work over here. Anyway, let's turn the lights back on. I only have one problem remaining with this, or maybe two, depending on how you want to look at it. Part of me wanted to make this sealable, but I think that's not going to happen. Maybe at best I can seal this, but that would present another problem, that I still have all the silverfish that can spawn in here. They can wander in and walk into the hide in the walls here, and I'm not too happy with that. I want to find a better solution for it still, but for now I can consider this place done. There's just As long as it is lit, it's not going to be a problem anyway. And who would ever turn it off, right? Nobody would. Oh yeah, and final change, I added this light here because I had to fuss a little bit with the lighting. I could put this one over here because I had one redstone dust left over, because you can go 15 long and one of the sides had one left, so I could, instead of going the middle line here, I am now sending it through this side, I think. Meaning that I have one block spare and that I could go down and power this one. It's pretty simple, but I was happy to figure out that was possible without redoing all my wiring. So now I have this lighting and it is far and far and far fucking nicer than the old solution. But yes, end portal, ready for a dragon fight. If we're ever going to have one, who knows. Let's go.